My name is Ahmed Sasso. I'm a Muslim and my day job is a police officer with Hampshire Constabulary. Everything that happens in our life, I believe, in my faith, that there is a reason for it, good or bad. And I know sometimes I'm asked, well, if it's a bad thing, why do you believe that this is God's will? Because that's what we always say, it's God's will. And my answer is that it's God's will, not because God wanted it to be bad, but because as an individual, God has given us the options, the choices to make those decisions for ourselves in our lives. And it's us who make the decisions rather than God. And I can very much remember an incident, and I'm going a few years back now, but it's an incident I'll never forget. A van had driven into somebody's garden. The driver was an elderly gentleman, roughly probably in his mid-60s, 70s. And what transpired later on, that he'd had a heart attack while driving. To explain how you feel on that moment is very difficult, because panic and excitement and everything emotionally comes into it. But the first thing you got to think about is this person still breathing? And you need to save that life. Unfortunately, sadly, that person did pass away, as I found out later on, and ended up having to deliver what we call the message to the family. But that's where the second shock came to me. This individual, for whatever reason, we could not trace any family locally as such. And it again made me question, in myself as a human being, is how can somebody not have family around them? Because for me, family is part of my life, whether be it my immediate family, my wife and children, or my extended family. When I got home, in fact, probably for the next hour or so, I don't actually speak to anybody. Almost like trying to get into my head, into my system, what I've just gone through by dealing with it. And then realizing that actually, this is what your faith is all about. When people say to me, well, if it's God's will, why that bad things happened? I said, that's happened because sometime in the future, I believe there is a reason that's going to come out of that bad thing, which is going to be good. And I strongly believe in that. And that's how my faith actually makes me able to cope with everyday life's challenges, if you'd like.